Mm. They don't have that background shit no more.
What's that? What's the background shit?
I could put a picture in the background.
Of what?
How I turn this shit off? Oh, we got somebody in the chat. Keller. What y'all think about the food stamps getting cut off, y'all? Are y'all affected? We all gonna be affected somehow because you know why? The grocery stores ain't gonna be getting sales like that. You know what I'm thinking about? You know, say somebody give people something for food stamps credit, like crack, or I'm gonna buy your food stamps and give you 50 for 100, but I'm gonna give you 50 now before your food
They
stamps.
can't do all that shit. They're dead right now. Why the system dead?
They can't get their money. Somebody will get beat up.
Somebody gonna get killed.
Somebody might get killed.
Yeah, it's gonna get killed. It's not about being.
Cause I'm pretty sure some fiend. Look at my speaker right there.
In the window.
Some fiend done gave up the food stamps before they came.
Yeah, a lot of people did that because they, November 1st hit, none of that shit is going. Paying through for payment.
I'm gonna give you $250 food stamps for $100 worth of crack. $50 worth of crack or some shit. You know, some dealers ain't gonna take this shit.
Well, they can't barter and trade with that basically this month.
That's the word I was looking for. Say that again.
Barter and trade.
Barter and trade. There ain't no barter and trading going on.
Not with the stamps, at least.
Nope. They said they're going to add.
And even if they do get back on, some people, like you said, because they in debt, they ain't going to definitely ain't seeing they shit.
And this might be so they could take some people off the stands forever. We got to get some of these people off here.
There's not that they're going to take them off forever, but it will give some people a break. Now, it's not about that, though. This is a government shutdown. This is not a general...
look into the food stamp fraud.
Yeah. This is what do you call that when you have to have a review?
Yeah.
It's like nobody's really being like audited or really looked at right now.
Because there's foreigners in other countries getting American food stamps. Then there's people that was getting food stamps here, moved out the country in another country, and they're American, but they still collect the food stamps. But the stamps, people don't know that.
They can't work outside America.
But they still getting their stamps here. And then they got their card with them over there. That's just going to click in.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything.
Can they use a food stamp card in a different country to buy food?
I doubt
like you said, they can do what?
It's just a system here in America.
Barter and trade?
Yeah. But you'd have to come to the USA to be able to barter and trade. It's not like EBT is a universal worldwide thing. You can't go to Amsterdam and go be like, yo, I want some space cake for EBT. Or moon rocks.
You see a white lady on the highway talking about, they won't give me my EBT.
No.
She was out there trying to sell her ass on the highway. That's crazy, right? She wasn't on no corner, on no street corner. She was out there on the highway where the cars go. Ooh.
Yeah, but everybody's acting crazy before their EBT even. We just basically found out. November 1st. It's only November 2nd. What, November 3rd?
Yep, today was the first kick out of it. Nobody didn't get none. That girl was in the store. She tried to use this shit. They got denied. She had to get her snacks back. It seems like if y'all take something to the counter and they get denied, put that shit back where y'all got it from. Don't make the cashier put it back. Put y'all soda back, y'all chip back.
First of all, they all knew they didn't have no money on their card because everybody knows whenever you made your last transaction, which was probably
last month.
Yes. So stop acting crazy. And only those who truly know they get it on November 1st would have been affected. All those who really don't get it till after the 3rd, the 9th, or the 20-something.
15th, I think.
You wouldn't know yet.
Does somebody get food stamps on the 1st?
Yeah, there's lots of people who get them on the 1st.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was just Social Security. So they get their Social Security and their food stamps on the 1st.
Yeah. Some people. Anyways, it's better that they don't give them to nobody anyway now. Because imagine if you all got them now, then the shutdown did happen. Either way, people going to suffer for it. But some people might eat good if we have them back open by the time Thanksgiving come and for the holidays.
Oh, the stores is going to feel it because people ain't spending no money. Like all them food stamps. Ain't nobody going grocery shopping. That's why this giant.
It might hit by the middle of the month. What I'm saying is they might do a push through just because so many families will go hungry. They're not going to go hungry. They're just not going to have a nice Thanksgiving.
Shit, the Giant was taking $2 off their pizzas. $2.99 for a pizza now. It's a store brand, but it's still $2.99. They got a lot of shit on sale over there. They say they don't want to be robbed. They don't want nobody coming in there stealing.
How many families, honestly, do you roughly think percentage-wise is really solely dependent on welfare? For like this year's Thanksgiving.
45 million.
It's kind of sad.
All 45 million that's on the stamps is dependent on this shit.
And how many kids you think is going to have to go and get a free lunch like in the morning?
Kids are going to get beat. Because they're going to be going to the refrigerator because they're hungry and they're going to eat something that belongs to their mom and they're going to beat the shit out of them.
But what about the kids that got to go to school that pack, on that type of stuff?
They probably going to give them free lunches or something.
I'm saying you have to give them free breakfast because there's a lot of kids that get ready to not eat breakfast at home.
Yeah. I bet you their mom will eat though when they go to school.
Of course, she's got to eat.
She's like, I got to say this shit for myself. Matter of fact, y'all just get up out the bed and go to the bus stop. Put your clothes on and leave. Drink a little bit of water and shit. There go a piece of bread with nothing on it. Take that shit with you while you're walking down the street and chew on that bitch with the water. You gonna be good.
I'm glad I didn't have to rely on that. And I'm glad that even after that, I felt like I broke it. It's like after 14 years of not using it and barely having it for less than 90 days in the so-called system's fake broke. I don't know. I don't really fucking good. It's welfare shit, but to each his own. And they have years to know about these type of things when these bills are supposed to come up. So something like this should never go into effect. I feel like this is a test, just to test people to see. They
want the people to go crazy.
Something they want them to go crazy. They just want to see how it will.
Joe Biden wouldn't have did no shit like this. Trump, I like him, but he could do some asshole shit. Biden wouldn't even have thought about taking food stamps from people, man. But what can he do when it's a government shutdown?
Why is the people so hung on a way that's not really was never gonna last anyway? I don't understand. Like for me as a person, even if I grew up on it and my family used it, but I can't really sit there and condone people snapping out about it.
Yeah,
I just don't understand.
I don't condone it either.
I don't understand why that's their only sole means of support.
How they gonna snap out on something that somebody giving them for free?
Yeah, like I just don't get it.
Y'all getting all that shit for free, man. Now y'all ain't getting free shit, so y'all get free food.
It's not that they can't go get free food. they don't have to go and spend that car money for that.
They
that
should've-
gas money, that weed money, that nail money,
When Trump said
money
you
to
can't
go-
buy snacks
that
with
money
it,
to go party with.
remember? He said you couldn't buy snacks with it at first. Now he took it. Well, it's not his fault. It's the government shutdown. Ain't got nothing to do with the president. That's what everybody realized.
Well, why should food stamp pay for somebody's luxury?
The
that they
president
want?
don't have shit to do with government shutdown. The Senate does that shit because they don't come to an agreement with some shit. So they ain't gonna look. Federal workers is not getting paid. Army, the military, they ain't getting paid.
Well, then who you going? How you gonna want somebody to defend the country if they ain't gonna get paid?
They got to still do it though.
Who
Well,
says they ain't got to do a goddamn?
Yeah,
thing
they
if
do.
really choose not to. No,
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Then they lose it. Then they lose their
Why
job.
would I defend a country that's not gonna pay me? And then why am I gonna come home to ignorant ass people and that's all they're worried about? They're not worried about if I get paid or my family gets paid, but you want your little pathetic welfare check. I can't worry about people like them first. They ain't part of the
See what
solution. They
the
part of
food stamp
problem.
people, the Section 8 people, fail to realize they're not the only one. Everybody that works in the White House ain't getting paid. Everybody works in them damn. Everybody's the people that control the
Now, you don't
airplanes.
hear none of
Listen,
them.
check this out.
You don't hear none of them getting on the thing yet saying, "I'm going to go storm the food."
The people that
grocery
control
store,
the
meat
airplanes in
market,
the sky.
violence, and have it.
You hear me? The people that control the airplanes in the sky for safety, they ain't getting paid either.
So why should these people do their jobs for you?
They could quit their job and make their airplanes wreck.
They ain't gotta quit. They can go on strike till they motherfucking get paid.
But they're not gonna do that.
Who says they can't?
They're not. They're still working.
Because they choose to keep the country going for the betterment of all, and that's good.
I think they shouldn't. I think they should not go to work tomorrow. Fuck.
It's gonna hurt the people, and who you really don't want to go to work is the trucks to load in your gas to come in with your waters and shit.
Nah,
like
they
that.
still getting paid. They ain't got nothing to do with the government.
So I'm just saying.
Government building like the federal building down here downtown, they're not getting paid. Federal workers, the federal prison inmates, and the guards, their food is probably gonna be rationed in the federal prisons. Cause the guards ain't getting paid. Shit, you think guards gonna go in there, fuck with inmates not to get paid? They gonna beat the shit out of them inmates because they're gonna be mad. Rent due, they ain't getting no check. There's some hungry little kids in the bed right now, man. Just because they didn't get stamps today.
But how is that the government's fault and not their family's fault?
It's not the government's fault at all. But every country has poverty. Every country got lazy people. Every country got. There's some people that depend on that, like people that can't walk or hear and see.
And forcing it to be off is a good plan because, anyways, they was doing the issue of they want people to work. Hang on, they want people to work a minimum of 20 hours to have it. Now they could force those who don't have that. They don't get their shit turned back on. They don't have to keep being nice just because somebody claimed they hungry. That's what a soup kitchen is for. That's what God's for. To go to the house of God, they'll feed your ass for free. The government don't gotta feed you for free.
I call all these food banks.
Maybe they should leave it off for 3 to 6 months. See how the country does without it. See how the people really do. Because if you really do, I know there's a lot of people who really do need it.
A lot of people
Depending
die.
on it. But the human race will still
Not even
survive.
from starvation, from anger, because they're not getting it. They be out here in the streets mad. They're gonna protest.
We'll substitute it with something else. They just gotta be patient. It's not what they want.
Remember,
that's
Trump
not
said he was
a
going to
problem.
hand people out food boxes instead of food stamps. They were going to send boxes of food.
Like during COVID.
Don't nobody want that.
Well, it ain't about what the fucking people want. They
People
need to stop
want the
using
food
it.
stamps so they can go to the store and buy what they want. Then
That's over. That's an old way. You had 86 years to use and
Fruity
abuse.
Pebbles,
You had 86 years to use and abuse.
steaks and chicken and bread, shit, taco meat, all that. They
Maybe
want all
with
that.
stamps down, maybe with stamps going, maybe the mental health problems will go down.
That girl said, "Oh, I can't get my." No, she couldn't get her Reese cups. They said, "Oh, the Reese cups was denied." She grabbed her pack of Reese cups and looked at them like they died. She's like, "Oh." She was walking like this, looking at them.
But why should the government pay for somebody's luxury of what they want in food if they can't afford it?
They call food stamps if you can't. A Reese cup is food.
But why should they have to pay for their type of luxury of what they want? But it's not. It's a snack. It's not sufficient food that's gonna keep your brain function and body going.
You know why they're doing this? I'll tell you the truth. My opinion. To take the world off of what's really going on. With
Be independent.
No, with the alien mothership on the way.
Oh, I know damn alien shit.
3-Eye Atlas.
Oh, who believes that right now?
I do. I don't think it's a mothership, but I think it's a meteor for real. They're trying to. I think it's a life-ending meteor.
So because a life-ending meteors come and starve the people.
Yeah.
That don't make no
Why
sense.
continue to feed them if they're gonna die anyway? The fuck? Why continue to keep feeding all these motherfuckers if we gonna get blowed up the fuck anyway?
What you mean the motherfuckers in the USA? It's only affecting the United States
This
citizens.
is where it's supposed to hit at.
Everybody else around the world.
But this is
doing
where it's
fine.
supposed to hit, though. It ain't supposed to hit nowhere but here.
So where's the new America going to be if they're taking
They
their
go-
money and moving their system somewhere else?
We gonna get blowed up.
Not
They go-
everybody that's American citizen.
Ain't
will
gonna be no
die.
America no more.
There's going to be some people that can get out. Yeah, there will be.
We'll get blowed up, man.
You have to understand the dying will be left to die. The people that are meant to survive,
Whoever
they have
survived
the money
gonna starve
to
to
go to
death.
the place.
They
They'll
don't even know how
survive.
to cook chicken on the grill.
They'll make it to the other countries, wherever they're going,
How they gonna get there?
whatever resources they have.
It's gonna be blowed up.
The poor just ain't gonna have access to that resource. It's the poor people that gotta worry about how they're gonna get their food and water and supply.
If it hits the ocean, it's gonna be the biggest tsunami. We all gonna be underwater.
Listen, real people who got money who's looking at that and they see that they already got their families protected and be able to move. It's the poor that won't be able to do shit.
And then those people that be on the videos, I'm gonna go steal my food. If I don't
Even if
get
they
my
could-
EBT.
Even if they could move everybody out of the USA, what countries is gonna open their door to your ignorance of your people coming and wouldn't be temporary housed? It wouldn't work. It just won't work. I mean, it would. It would, but the way that the people would have to fall in line and be submissive and listen, it's too much.
She said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get the things that I always get every month for my EBT, and I'm just gonna run out the store with it. And I'm gonna have my boyfriend there, and y'all better not try to stop us because he can punch real hard."
So what? And these bullets kill real bad.
Y'all want to hear? Let's
I
listen. To
mean, these bullets kill. You can't come back from that.
y'all want to listen to some EBT crash out?
You want to listen to low level people who need to get fed better to have better brain cells?
Let's do some reaction video. Reaction to these people. She said, "I better get my EBT, or I'm coming to the White House and beat Trump's yellow ass." I say,
She the main one that ain't never getting EBT again.
they all gonna get shot.
God damn it.
They're gonna end up like Kanika Jenkins.
What about that inbred white family that really needs it though?
They got big money now.
They got big money now for
Yeah.
what, being on YouTube.
Being on TV, they got millions. They paid. Like them motherfuckers. They got somebody. What's that called? That handles their money. What's it called?
An accountant.
A financial.
Yeah.
Like
but-
you was with your boy. What was that called?
Like a payee account.
A payee. They got payee now. They got look. Their house is good. Look, they got their weight up. They dress good. They got a lot of money now, and they still goofy, but they got money.
Oh, so they won't be starving. The inbreds won't be starving.
No,
so it's gonna be the black.
Not them.
Starving.
Not them inbreds. There's gonna be some inbreds hungry out there, bitch. Shit, they better learn how to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can get a couple packs of bread, big thing of peanut butter, and some jelly.
And Trump could allow y'all to get food stamps. We could just allow you to go to the store and get the basic essentials of what you need, like eggs, milk, and butter, bacon, things like that. Yeah, no snacks allowed. Ain't nobody paying no extra money for all that. No Oreos, no teasers.
Huh.
You don't get no.
So what about they can't even get Fruity Pebbles? So they gotta get regular Frosted Flakes.
Cheerios.
But they can't buy sugar.
Good Cheerios.
Then I'm gonna get. I would get corn checks.
Man, what they should
You
do
like corn checks?
They should have levels to this type of situation.
The corn checks be banging.
And they should switch people like on different grocery stores. Like the Walmart should just be
Look, dude, you just walk past them.
Yeah, I ain't trying to though. I don't want to be on camera. I noticed you've been having it that way. I don't like being on camera though, because this type of situation.
Let me turn it that way then.
It's still on me because you got it all facing this way.
I turned it off you.
Because where you at? Your camera's directly in my face.
No, it ain't because this.
Yes, it is. It's right there. I see it. It's directly in my face.
What, this one?
Yeah.
There you go. EBT crash out.
I want to see how long this can go. I'm going to see what happens the first 90 days. It's kind of sad, though, that it is the holiday months. But I think that this type of situation shouldn't affect the people. And if it really does affect us this much, then you don't need a system like this either way.
I'm going to tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with cards and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to.
But you could go and steal, and we can still have you put out of your housing, whatever house you put in that. Because the landlord's gonna listen to Trump.
Damn straight.
They ain't gonna listen to you while you
Hey,
out
we
there
got-
street with no EBT.
Let's hit pause on it. And they already know who she is. Her whole face is up there. What's that IP address and all that.
This isn't like.
And she on her YouTube or Facebook page.
Yeah, they can make people's lives really, really, really hard. And not even, they can make their families' lives hard.
Motherfucking froggy, bitch. You ain't gonna make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you. You wanna take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this. It's okay.
Bro is waiting in the dispensary parking lot, asking people if they have any spare roaches. I don't think y'all understand.
Somebody asking for
It's all
roaches.
cheap.
Somebody asking for roaches
No
in
food stamps equals no to
dispensary.
less weed money. Like, y'all about to have people out here hangry and sober. That's a diabolical combination. Because the food money got to come out of some budget, and that's the first one it usually comes from. All I'm saying is just be nicer to people in these coming days, because that blunt and those snacks may have been the only thing stopping your coworker from putting you first in line for a meet and greet with God Almighty.
So y'all motherfuckers want to cut off the food stamps. Cut off the food stamps, and the most important month that motherfuckers be food stamps. What did you think was going to happen? I live in Philadelphia. What do you think is going to happen? Well, there's people out here riding and stealing and all this shit. Where you think I'm gonna be? Yeah, here's my list, sir. Here you go.
What are you gonna
Very
do if
much.
we put
Give a
chains
motherfucker
and
$10,
fucking
they
say
come out with
fuck
the whole
you to
fucking
going into the
Thanksgiving dinner.
grocery store? What if we just leave you to die?
If
Just
I don't get my
fucking
motherfucking
families
food
with no
stamps next
food
month,
or water?
there's gonna be war with me.
You really think the people who really
I'm going to
make these decisions care about
Walmart,
people like
Target,
this?
Sam Plus, whatever. Walking in that bitch with 3 motherfucking car.
Listening to this, not
So
to
I
be
better
mean,
get my
like
She
if
said
I
with
was,
3 carts.
if I was
If I
more
get caught with
educated or
gold
higher
chain,
up, this
what
wouldn't
we
be
do?
nothing but noise.
There's no idea
And it
about
wouldn't be
motherfucking
nothing
reason.
for me to be able to pass a bill and just be like, hey, if I gotta use 4 fruits to stop people like you, well, too bad.
Do y'all know how much money I was gonna get for November?
How much?
Them motherfuckers was gonna give me $994. Oh, boy, it was gonna be a happy motherfucking Thanksgiving around this bitch.
She mad.
She got kids, so why was she gonna get so much money?
$994.
Just 1,000. That ain't really shit. To poor people, that seems like a lot of money. To go grocery shopping with $1,000 really ain't.
Look,
much.
she said.
That's usually that's only for you.
Did you spend money wisely? Looks like you're gonna be having some late rent.
I just learned that I don't get to eat this month. I don't get my food stamps this month because a motherfucker in the White House, an orange motherfucker in the White House, wants a ballroom for $3 billion. I don't get to eat. What? My government is supposed to help me, not hurt me. Why is it hurting me?
Why is it that because your government is doing something else with the funding, you ain't
We don't
going
have
to
a
eat?
king. Kings need balls. We don't. We're the citizens. We're public citizens. Why do we need a ballroom? We're not invited. That's a king's room. We
The
don't
same
need
thing.
that.
Why do you need
I need
all
my
that
food
hair
stamps.
weave? Why you need
I
all
need
that
my food
makeup?
stamps or
Why
something's
you
gonna
need all
happen.
them latest clothes and
Y'all was
fashion? If
touching
you
y'all
gonna go spend that
personal
money
form.
on for that, but
This
you
gonna
gonna
be
go
the time
spend
that you
money
need to
for
cut you.
food.
Y'all was putting all that shit.
You gonna go spend money for
But this
tattoos
is your
and
time to show.
jewelries and all that, but you don't want to spend no money for no food. You know that's crazy, right?
Hell yeah.
Somebody will go spend $100 for a tattoo, but won't spend $100 for food. I'm tired of people like them. They're
That
stupid.
eats like a grown man. I eat like a grown man. We like steak and lobster.
You got steak and lobster
Yeah, we
money,
like food. We like
or
steak and
food
lobster.
stamps paying
So
for
Steak
it?
and lobster with food stamps.
But me and my kid, she be at their house for Thanksgiving.
At least she experiencing it on a good budget to get. But what type of steak does she think she eating on food stamps?
She probably buying T-bones, New York
And we're
strips.
gonna eat your food. Period. We're coming to your
She,
house.
how much stamps does she get? Because that's like $32 per thing.
They
So
probably get $1,200. Like the lady said, she get $900 something.
that $1,000 is not a lot of money.
She can get some steak.
So yeah. I just want
Shit.
everybody to be
Damn.
clear.
She can get a lot of steaks.
Depending on how many people's in your household, that is
So
not a
come
lot
in,
of
send it
money
y'all
for
dinner
the month.
because we need that. We're on that.
I told my mom about how I'm probably not getting SNAP benefits.
That
this
seems like a
month,
lot
and I
if
haven't
you're a
heard
single
word
individual.
from her.
That's a lot of money for a
I
month
sent
of food.
information
You
to
could
my
buy a lot of
family
food with that.
and my
Not
brothers and
really. With a
sisters
family
in
of
the
6,
chat
that's really not.
about this.
Shit,
including
you can.
my mother.
When you think about the
Nobody
milk,
acknowledged
the
me,
eggs, and the bread you
or
want to
any-
go through.
only
on a
one of my
weekly
siblings who I
basis.
talk with daily knows exactly what's going on and what I'm potentially dealing with. And my mother grew up poor. She grew up poor in the South. And I was on WIC as a child. I am having a hard time wrapping my head
Yeah, I don't know how to
around how
grocery
my mother
shop.
doesn't care, or is at least choosing not to respond because she didn't vote for you know who. I don't know if it's embarrassment. I don't know what it is. There can't even be are you okay? How are you doing?
You think the other countries are laughing at us or laughing at our American people, how y'all
On a
reacting?
semi-regular basis.
Like when the videos go viral in the other
Losing
countries,
SNAP
you think they're
benefits
laughing
going to
at
be
us?
the thing that makes us like not
You
talk.
think they show like how
Anymore,
stupid the American
Because I'm
people
not
really
gonna
actually
reach
are?
out anymore and to go a holiday.
When the
wondering if
welfare
she's
people
gonna
give us a
ask me
bad
how I'm
name.
doing and how her
Not to be
grandson's
rude.
doing. Fucking heartbreaking, honestly. I know I'm not the only one experiencing
It goes to
this
show
kind
how
of
weak
thing
we are as a
either.
Hey, them little breakfasts you brought
There
look
is
good.
nothing wrong with someone
I'm gonna warm
being
them
on
things
food
up.
stamps, okay? Y'all are highly mistaken.
And why can't
to
people
sit
get in
there
line
and
for me to
criticize
feed them
someone
breakfast like that in the
for getting
morning?
the help
Why
that
you
they
need a choice
need
of
for
it in
their
your house?
family. And y'all keep coming for me because I've been on
I don't
food stamps for the
understand.
past 15 years. You do realize that I qualified for food stamps because of my income, right? Because I don't have any income. I haven't had income in the past 15 years, and I have been able to have my bills paid, my food paid for, and I'm in Section 8 housing.
All right, so what is you
Okay.
bitching for about food
These are
stamps
all
now? Then
programs
you've
that
been
I'm
able to
entitled
be
to because
using
I do
for
not
15
make
years.
enough. Okay? So before you go and pass judgment on someone, realize that everyone's life situation is not going to be the same as yours. Okay,
Yeah.
you might work 40, 50 hours a week and you might have income coming in, but there's people like me out here who don't have anything to their name that have to rely on these programs because they don't have jobs. What do you expect us to do?
You choose not to have a job. What is your reasoning for not having a job?
Are going to have to resort to possibly stealing in order to feed themselves and their families, and the government complains because they
Stealing
don't
from who?
complain
Because
about the crime
these
rate going
fractions
up.
that you want to steal from probably
Even
have
though
the
they're
money and
going
the
to
resources to
fucking
hire the manpower to keep low level
Make
people
sure
like
you
you out.
point your anger at the
So
system
nobody really
and the
cares if
people
you
at the
really
top,
want to steal.
because they're the ones who took the food away from families and poor people and starving children. The poor people just want to eat.
That sounds like a white
They
lady.
just want to survive like the rest of us. They just want to keep living like the rest of us. So when you see them stealing, because you will,
Being fed. No.
because they're going to have to,
Die, parasite.
make sure
die.
your anger isn't directed at the
Yeah.
individual. This goes so much deeper.
Are you hungry?
It's time to flip some fucking tables.
I'm always hungry, even if somebody else is being starving.
I'm ready to put that pizza
Yeah,
in.
we talking about.
You want to eat a pizza?
Black Americans do not
They're
care
gonna
about
just
your
say that,
government
yeah.
shutdown.
You want to eat something?
And Black Americans do
My
not
belly
care
ain't gonna
about you
stop
taking
eating.
away
You
our
stop
EBT
eating.
and our government assistance because Black Americans never depended on the American government to take care of us and feed us because we never could. We were never able to depend on the government in spite of what you may say and what you may try to force us to believe. So you can sit back and you can mock, you can laugh, and you can think that you're about to starve us to death. But I'm here to let you know that we are going to eat regardless, even if we have to hunt you animals down.
She tripping.
Yo, she preaching it. She said, even if we have to hunt you down, and believe me, oh, there gonna be some cannibals out here.
What we really need to be doing is taking care of one another, buying land, and growing our own food and building our own nation. If this government shutdown and starvation is what it's going to take, then let the party begin. It's Black Power, baby, and we rise.
Fuck that. Just take over the grocery stores then.
Like she just said, go get your own land.
Man, fuck
And
that.
you can grow your own damn
Everybody
food. Nobody
bombard.
can't starve you.
Everybody bombard the grocery stores and get what you get. Then fuck that.
You grow your own food, then you can stop with the anal drip. God damn it. Fucking motherfuckers coming out half retarded and shit.
And the airline group says that since the shutdown began, more than 3 million travelers in this country have had their flights delayed or canceled.
And it is only going to get worse, so says the Secretary of
Ooh,
Transportation.
there won't be no wake up. It's the first of the month.
Businesses won't be coming to an airport near you thanks to the government
How
shutdown.
many people didn't get to wake up this first of the month and go
My
get
legs
them
hurt,
checked?
my back hurts, I'm very tired.
Security lines Monday in excess of 3 hours long at Houston's Bush Airport. TSA staffing is so low, the airport could only open checkpoints in 2 of its 5
When
terminals.
you look at your own
Yusuf
product
Qadah is in line
authority,
again for a second day after missing a flight to Virginia Sunday.
The line for like about 5 hours, but I still didn't get to the check-in. I didn't get to the security check. I didn't
They got they got
Nationally,
Why
the
y'all
issue
doing
is
like
air
that to
traffic
Malia?
control
they got
staffing.
make me be
Sick
like
calls
that.
have surged since controllers missed a shift last week.
What in the
Today
way?
affecting at least
Let me get my. Let me get
Oh,
my.
we in the way.
flights at airports.
Oh, we in the
Let
way.
me get my.
Y'all definitely ain't
Last
eating for a
Friday's
while.
Did I get my
issues
steak?
impacted
God
half the
damn.
nation's
Did I get my
30
steak?
airports.
No.
I think it's only going to get worse.
Did I get my steak?
Transportation
No.
Secretary Sean Duffy on Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan Sunday.
Should Americans also have safety concerns at this point?
We work overtime to make sure the system is safe. Does it add more risk into the system? Sure it does. But again, we're always managing that. That was close. Yeah, man. Not cool.
But at least 2 close calls at airports last week in Boston and Cleveland are now under investigation.
What up, y'all? It's
Former
boring.
NTSB Chair Robert Sumwalt.
We've got air traffic controllers and technicians that are not being paid, and certainly that's got to put an additional strain on an already stressful job.
And this week really could be a
Who the
tipping
hell
point
really
in
gonna
terms
go
of
to work and do
reliability
a
at
job
the
that's not
nation's
gonna pay
airports.
you out
Think
here?
back to 2019. That shutdown
Shit.
ended after 35 days,
Nobody
in
got time
part
to wait for no job not
because
to pay you.
TSA lines, delays there were surging, and air traffic
Whoever
control
ain't
sick
paying, I
calls
guess
nearly
TSA don't
paralyzed
work.
the New York City
That's
airspace.
simple.
Today marks day 34.
All right, the government shutdown is hours away now from becoming the longest in U.S. history. And chances are you may be feeling some of the impact if you're heading out to the airport.
FlightAware reported nearly
No, I ain't even noticed. I ain't even know that motherfucker was shut down for
550
34 days. I just found out today.
Many of those delays caused by staffing shortages that left some air traffic control towers just nearly empty. Fox's Asher Red is in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. So Asher, the Federal Aviation Administration says their top priority here is just keeping people safe.
Well, Tim and Simone, on Friday, the FAA reported staffing shortages at 35 facilities, including at major airports in cities like Austin, Phoenix, New York, and of course, right here in Nashville, Tennessee. From Friday morning to Sunday night, 98 FAA facilities reported staffing triggers. In other words, air traffic controllers had to alter operations because not enough people were working. On Sunday, the FAA flights arriving to Nashville because of staffing shortages. There were also ground stops at LAX and Newark.
Now they bitching about people not having enough workers in Tennessee.
Traffic control towers.
Traffic control towers.
We quote, as we continue to reiterate,
Like I said, ain't nobody going to work to fuck for free. You got pay these fucking people. I say whoever's fucking paying, I guess they got employees. Whoever ain't paying, I guess they ain't got no employees. That's it.
13,000 air traffic controllers and 60,000 TSA agents have been working without pay since the government shut down on October the 1st. And some
They chose to go to work for no pay. So they could choose to quit and work for a company that pays their ass.
My son is traveling because he's
You gotta pay people on something, even if you ain't paying them in money.
All right, there we go.
Would you be one of them workers that didn't go? Would you go to work if you didn't get paid in 34
travel
days?
and all the time he is dealing.
Just yes or no?
What?
For your
And air traffic
lifestyle.
controllers
Would
are
you
considered
wait
essential
34
staff and
days
must
for a
work
job
through
to
government
pay you?
shutdowns despite not being paid. But Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says that some controllers are calling out sick while others are not calling into work at all just so they can work other jobs that are actually paying them.
No, ain't nobody waiting for y'all.
After, quick question here. Does the FAA actually have a backup plan if more of these workers call out?
Well, the
Why should
backup
they
plan
give
they
you
have right
courtesy of
now
calling
are
you
those
when you
staffing
ain't gonna give them
triggers
the
that I
courtesy of not
mentioned. It's
even
when
giving them their money?
they don't have enough staff to carry out the regular operation of the airport, so they have to alter the way they do things by lowering the air traffic or by even going as far as to delay or cancel some flights. But it's also interesting to know that in some cases, the U.S. could bring in air traffic controllers from other countries, but that's not happening because of obvious legal, security, and political hurdles that may arise from that.
Yeah. So many complications in all of this. Asher Ray coming to us from Nashville tonight. Thanks.
To even bring it up is disrespectful to say, hey, we're gonna bring in other workers from another country.
Former juvie center inmates If you were sexually abused by a staff member, you may qualify for financial.
Now, to put it into perspective, half of the nation's busiest airports don't have enough air traffic controllers on staff right now, and the ones who are still working don't know when they'll get paid.
The ones that still working feel like they important.
Somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok and I drive a 2024 BMW. They have cut my food stamps from almost $4,000 a month down to $88.
You get $4,000
They
a
are
month for
telling
food
me
stamps.
if I want a review that I have to sell my car. So you're telling me if you were on welfare, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, you can't drive a nice car?
Why you so lazy if you can buy that banging ass car and fucking
brand
buy no
new
food?
BMW.
How stupid does that sound?
$4,000 a month for food stamps.
That ain't no
Not only
It
that,
is
they
a lot of money a
have
month
taken
for
my
food.
cash assistance
for a
totally
user.
away. They are telling me that Section 8
$4,000 a month. That's
For
crazy.
fleas.
will no longer be paying 95% of my rent,
$4,000 a month.
only 10% of my rent. So I will
It's
have to
free.
pay a
Let's
little
see her
over
cough that up
$400
with
a
her
month
own
now
money.
instead of
But if you're willing to
$60.
go buy that nice BMW, then you should be willing to go buy that food.
Because she was selling
Y'all better lock your
$2,000
cars at
for
night,
$1,000.
lock your cars,
Took
lock your
$2,000
house
to buy
up. If
food,
one of
but
them
still
people
got
that just
some
leave
left.
your car
So
unlocked,
I don't see
parked
what
in
the
your driveway,
problem
you
is.
lock it.
And I don't
With
see
the
why
food stamps
everybody was
being gone
bragging
and
for
people
so
not
long,
gonna
and
have
when
no
they get
people
mad,
gonna
they
okay.
get cut off.
Nobody's
Because
gonna
why
this
not
is
bring the system
2025.
back
Nobody
home, but
is
just
not
make
going to be
everybody
nobody
get the same
food
amount of money?
stamps. I'm telling
$100
you
a
right
month.
now,
That's all your flea ass gets.
even
They
with the
get off
government
that.
shutdown and the
We
food
all know
stamps
they
is just
can.
being gone for next
So
month
who cares how much
and it's
they
gonna
was
affect
getting?
everybody,
Right now, they all equal. They
there's
ain't
gonna
getting
be a
shit.
lot of stuff going on, okay? I'm not even gonna talk about it too much because hey, you know what's
And
about
I'm
to
not
happen.
even
Lock
mad
your
that they was
cars,
getting that
lock
amount.
them.
They should be keeping their mouth shut. I'm telling you.
So
Somebody smart and
I
wise
was
will be shut
scrolling
the fuck
on
up.
TikTok and I just saw that next month was low class people, you know, our lower class. We ain't gonna get no motherfucking food stamps. Let me tell you. You know how many people I have seen saying they're gonna go to Walmart and steal? Like, they don't know that we don't give a fuck. Like, either you're gonna give us food or we're gonna take that bitch. Why are they doing this? Like,
It
why are they
sounds
trying
dumb
us
though
like
because
this?
the poor
Like,
communities don't get it. These people
come
don't
on
gotta
now,
bring
we're
the
trying to
trucks
survive
and
out
bring
here,
no
and the
food
way that
to
we
your
survive
communities.
is
The
by
farmers
taking
don't gotta
shit.
grow no
So
food to feed
get
your
it together.
ass.
They cook
Get it
poison.
together,
They get rid
command.
of them.
Nigga,
Because
these
y'all
shoes
motherfuckers
not
are the ones
gonna
that
help
have
your
more
out
food,
at
that
all.
need more food stamps
Don't
than
make the
us, like, you know,
situation
and
worse
black.
unless you have a solution
So,
to your motherfucking
good luck to
problem
ya.
that you're gonna create.
And you voted for this.
I really feel sad because it feels like a lot of people without
They're gonna
food
see
is
what's
gonna
called
act dumb.
SNAP. Different
They
SNAP
acting
talking
dumb
on the
now.
person.
I have not ate in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility.
Bitch, feed them.
to
The
feed me.
fuck is how I ain't buying taxpayer dollars my ass.
She said she ain't 5 days.
You can afford that hair nappy weave shit up in your head to come on camera and talk like that. Who paid for that?
I ain't ate 5 days.
Is it the taxpayers' dollars job to pay for that?
And food stamps, so that equals $800 a month. That
Maybe
means
it's not
$800 a
smoking
month.
crack.
Watch,
That
right?
bitch was hungry.
She's smoking crack.
That $800 is not being taken away from them, and that was their food money.
Why do y'all think that that's
So
a lot
now
of
they
money?
have to come up with $800 a month for food to feed their children themselves. If you don't eat, you're not gonna be able to study in school. If you don't eat,
You already
you're
living
not
on
gonna be
a
able
poor
to function at
budget.
work. If you don't eat,
So why does
your
somebody
body
else
will
that
start
already
to shut
live
down.
outside that means that don't gotta think about, oh, I gotta live
We have to eat.
cat care.
In this country isn't $15 an hour minimum. We can't survive this even if we had a $15, $20 minimum and it went up in 10 seconds. It would crash the economy. And this is going to crash the economy. Because if people now can no longer get necessities, diapers because they need food, that's a problem. People are going to start what? Stealing. fully
How you gonna steal if there's no products
hurting
that's
others
pumped into the
to get what
stores
they
to
need to get for their
steal?
children.
That's what you people don't
So I tell
get.
you, this is
They
going
don't
to
gotta come
collapse
bring the
in
product
the United States.
for you to
Think about
steal shit.
hairstylists. Nobody's
They
gonna get a
can leave
banana.
your communities back.
Everybody's gonna need their extra money for food. Tattoos. No more tattoos.
All you doing is
Those
giving out
businesses
good
will go out of
information
business
as to
because
what y'all
people are
gonna
so
do ahead
hungry
of time
that
to
they
be
can't
able to stop
afford
bringing
those
the
services
trash. Y'all
anymore.
don't.
This will affect us all if people can no longer
Be
eat.
quiet and just do it.
Think twice before you judge.
For those of you laughing because I'm on welfare, I just want to show you something real quick. This is my upcoming pending deposit for SNAP EBT for November. If you are laughing at me right now because you think that I'm going to suffer come November, you better think again. Know how to work the system into my favor. I know how to get what I want. I have multiple sources of income, and that's where a lot of you go wrong. You rely on one source of income. But if you had multiple, if something like this were to
It's not
happen
that they
where
don't have
EBT
multiple
gets shut
income. They
down,
don't want to supply
you still
their
have
multiple
your other
incomes
sources
to
of
be able to buy
income.
food. I think that that's
But
the
regardless,
illness
I'm
and
still
problem.
going to get
And I
my
think they need
EBT
to keep
money
stamps off
for
90 days.
November.
Y'all asking me to
I
spend y'all
don't
money
know
and buy
about the
food.
rest of
Stop
y'all,
being
but
lazy.
I'm going to get mine.
The system will go back on, but y'all need
That's
a
that.
break. Y'all be alright for
Love
all
you.
y'all need a break.
If I woke up tomorrow and no longer qualified for the benefits that I personally receive, your lives would not change at all. It wouldn't affect your taxes. It wouldn't affect what money you get back. It wouldn't affect what money you give. If I woke up tomorrow and no longer qualified for benefits,
Why is it such an
it would
issue
not
to
affect
spend
you
your other
in
money
any
towards
way
food?
whatsoever. What would affect you is if Trump woke up tomorrow and said, you know what? We're not going to build this ballroom. Stop demolishing the White House. Give the people the money back of the $200 million that I'm using to build this godforsaken
That shit ain't got
ballroom.
nothing to do with it.
I want to see the
That would change
ballroom.
your lives. He
That
could wake up
ballroom ain't got
tomorrow
nothing
and
to do with
decide to
it.
do
I
it.
know.
He's not going to do that.
But that's
We
why
don't know
everybody's
that.
saying all the money's being funneled.
Me waking up
Because they're dumb.
tomorrow and not qualifying for benefits anymore doesn't affect you whatsoever.
When they gotta complain
So
about
telling
something,
me
they
that
don't
I'm
Yeah, that's a
know
white
better.
lady too.
and insulting me in whatever ways you think that aren't insulting me by telling me that my disabled family is just mentally unwell, which is insulting. There's no reason.
They got
There's no reason for that attack on
they
me
got fucked up genes.
whatsoever. What I'm
They got
doing today
disabled
is
family.
not affecting that.
Just pay the money to
Literally
food,
at
everybody
all.
stop
And if
bitching.
you think
Get
it is,
over
then
it.
you don't
Just pay
understand
for
how the
food.
system or
Like you would pay
taxes
for
or
everything
your
else.
paycheck or
And
anything
survive
in
and
America
keep
works
pushing.
at all.
And show the
Let
government
me be
we
so
don't
clear.
need you, government.
Love you
Be
all.
strong.
No matter what.
I like that they chop food stamp first, yo, because it goes to see how.
Did you
crazy
hear what's going
And
on with
Section
Trump
8.
and them?
Here she
Apparently,
go,
they
look.
shut down November
She
and
gets
December
on my
food
nerves.
stamp. I just got a note from them saying they're gonna shut my food stamps. Ohio, you bet not. You bet not feed in that allegation. You better pay me my food stamps. I better get my food stamps. I'm not getting no food stamps. No
Why
food
is
stamps.
everybody demanding they get these
Free
food?
me.
They sound so
Get my
retarded.
cereal because I'm taking up the stove and taking everything. Making my way downtown to the White House.
How much was that lipstick?
She got a big ass
How
neck.
much was that hair weave?
I'm
So
going
look at her
to the
thick
White
neck.
House. Quick. I'm going
She's a thick-
to
She
the
can miss a
White
couple
House
of meals.
to
Yeah, man.
meet Trump.
We're gonna be eating fucking chili cheese dogs for Thanksgiving if we don't get our fucking food stamps this come November.
That chili cheese dogs is banging.
Hell yeah.
911 said fucking help
Better
for
make
all
them
of us.
turkey chili cheese
I
dog.
want to be in the grocery store when they start looting it because you think
Why
that
do y'all
people
gotta
are
think
going
y'all
to be
gonna keep
hungry.
looting? How you
You
gonna loot
think that
something
these
if ain't
people
no
not gonna
product
get
in
their
there to
Thanksgiving?
fucking
Baby,
loot?
when they run up
If
in
they
there
don't
and start
supply you
stealing
with
them
shit.
turkeys, oh, it's gonna be like Christmas.
Like you really
Day
think that these people
early
really
up
gonna
in
pump
this
product
bitch.
in the store
I
knowing that
want
y'all
to
asses
I'm
ain't
gonna
got
even
no
kill a
EBT?
motherfucking turkey.
story
I'm
about
gonna
somebody
If
grab
I was
stealing
the
a
truckers
something else.
turkey.
and I was the
You
people that
know
was gonna
that
think, I
shit
would be
about to
getting
go down.
online now and be like, look, you
I
dumb
wanna be
hee-haw
front
asses. If
row
I do
for
not
it.
bring y'all no
Because
fucking
I'm here for
supplies
Look, her wig fell off.
everything up out of the
for
grocery
your
store.
stupid
Get
ass
it off.
community, you
Hi.
can't loot shit.
Killing My Family Walmart has free food. You just have to hide the container when you finish.
So I heard
And
that
Walmart
we're
should come
doing-
out with the,
we're
or all the
storming
grocery
the
stores
grocery
should come
stores
out like
November
with the stat.
1st or November 9th.
Like how
I'm getting
low,
mixed messages.
what do you call that when you go to the store and you spend your money?
The food stamp
And you
office
wanna
trying to
look back
figure this
at,
shit out. Y'all take my food stamps. I'm gonna take more than some.
Who's spending what, who's using cash, who's using
Y'all got this motherfucker up.
How many people you think
It's
that
time
go
to
up
go
to the
low.
Giant, your local
My
Giant up
benefits
there,
are
just,
at risk,
just,
baby.
so just using
There's gonna be a lot of people getting charged.
No, listen. How many people is solely using EBT at the Giant up there, Klein Village?
You know, people are out here talking about
Okay, then.
they happy to see
Then
SNAP
why,
being cut off
if
and
I'm the
everything.
president,
They happy to see
why
people
would I
starving,
make the
can't feed their
call to
family.
ship supplies to that community if I know that
But when
I'm
they end up at your door,
cutting
ready to
off
feed
your
their
money,
family
which is
by any
EBT?
means necessary,
Why the fuck am I gonna
you
have
would
my
have to
trucks
change the
come in
tune.
and bring you supplies?
Example for y'all that
Your local
want these
ass
people to
community
be
ain't
off
got no
the SNAP
cash.
or whatever
They
because
give
you
my
feel like you're better than them.
Just for the, why you think you gonna rob the
You wake up
supplies if
early
I
one
don't
day,
bring the supplies in?
you go to work, you ain't never been written up, you ain't never nothing. When you get in there,
And you gonna have to come forage
And they
outside
fight.
of your little community to come to my community to come get some product. And when you come to my community, it's gonna be a bullet for your head or your pizza.
I can't wait for that pizza.
So it don't make no difference. But all that calculating. I just think some people they crazy. I ain't got time to listen to the crazy. I'm gonna get
And people are going to start, I'm telling you,
Stuff is falling.
this is going to be a thing.
Weed.
People are going to start,
And the work
instead of stealing groceries from the stores, they're going to start watching people go to their cars. And they're going to
Put the
take
light on there.
all of their groceries. And you know what the store
shut up
gonna
and
do?
starve.
Can your light flash right here?
Not our problem. Not our business. It's outside the store. They didn't do it in the store.
I'm a woman. I ain't
It's
supposed to
not our
worry about if there's
property.
EBT or not.
Call
That man better still
911.
bring me some fucking
Call
bacon.
911.
Make a report. They're gonna leave your ass for dead. And people are really gonna be stealing people's carts of groceries out of the grocery.
Ooh, I can't wait to
parking
see
lot.
women
I'm
doing
telling
that,
you.
pulling each other's hair out.
It seemed like
Don't you
it's
wanna see
headed
that?
that way. Now,
You think a titty's gonna be popping out?
what other choices are people gonna have
You're gonna
to
be in
find
the way
food to
with
eat?
that. That's in the way.
Because people about to be out here struggling. They
That's in
about
the
to
way.
be out here bad. So do you really think they're gonna look at you
I'm gonna be
with
in the
all
way.
these groceries
How long do
packing
you
in
think
your
that the
car?
government's gonna be shut down
About
for
to go
people to
home
be
and
in
feed
the
your
way?
family from the,
If this is how
hard
y'all
money
truly
that
act
you
in
made
30
from
days,
working
then
your
you can't get
job.
mad if you get
That
like
afforded
5
you
or
the
10 years
affordability
just for
to
a little
buy
bit of
those
stuff.
groceries. They ain't gonna give a
Because you're paying
fuck.
them for no reason.
They ain't gonna care. They gonna snatch them bags up out
It's not
your
on
hand and be
video.
like, I wish you would.
To each other, that's how
And
y'all
some
gonna
just
act.
might
You're
be
not gonna act
mistaken
like that towards the lawman. That's how y'all
for
gonna act
it.
towards
And it
each
ain't
other.
working.
I wish you would.
Trump. It
That's
ain't nothing
it.
like niggas been knew how to steal. Like, please, niggas, I go steal a whole turkey, bitch, and a ham. Like, what I don't know what the fuck
Can't
wrong with
steal
Trump, but I don't know if he
product.
woke or not. But niggas is ready. At the end of the
Like,
day,
and I don't
shit,
even
I'll
know
go
why
buy
I'm
it or I'll go
feeding
steal it. It ain't nothing.
all
I
the
steal
people
all
that
that
sit
shit.
back
Shit,
that's
anyway.
educated, that
Y'all
got
ready for the looting? The
looking at
fuck is
people
going on? I'm
looking
in
at
tune
them
this
like,
time.
yo,
I ain't missing this time. Shit, I'm
no
outside.
supplies they can't.
Yeah, I told her with or
And that's
without
the worst thing.
EBT, me and mine gonna eat.
Clock it.
You know who's gonna suffer?
Of course we
Their
On
families, their
who?
children that are just dumb.
We gonna eat.
That's just coming from
Falling. What would they do tomorrow? Trump made a public announcement and said, "Hey, we're no longer
I say
shipping
if they don't
supplies
give
to you."
niggas food stamps next month, we all just say fuck it and rob the fucking grocery store or
Just
something
go
make me
drive
money.
all up in other people's communities, and then these people don't want to end up hurting.
Responsibility to take care of my kids. Trump done cut the food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have two, don't go having another one. If you have one, don't go having two more.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the scamp. I'm about
45
to go
million.
find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps.
My disability check is on hold. My cash
Day
benefit
5,
is
when
not
was this?
coming no more. They still
It just
pending.
started.
All y'all bitches that's complaining
It is
is
the
an average
taxpayer's
5.
job
Like y'all should be
to pay
so
for my
grateful that
kids to
somebody
eat, for
even
my
listening
kids to
to
be
your
taken
welfare
care of.
fat ass.
I have over
Cause damn sure ain't
2,000
helping give you.
followers on TikTok, and I can get that one person to
Damn
send
sure
me
tell you
50 cents.
that. I don't even
If
know
you
listening
watch
to you.
this video and you can't send me nothing, I'll block you.
I'm blocking you.
I think some of these are sketchy.
They should have brought a pretty girl spokesman from the ghetto for y'all. Stop putting me up.
You work in the grocery store, you didn't see shit. I'll pop your bitch ass. You didn't see shit. Cause guess what? You'll clock out and see less. You'll have a fucking swollen ass eye, and I'll take the charges. I know where I'm going. It's worth it.
Y'all are ugly.
Are you looking for the
talking about-
most affordable
Ain't none
way
of y'all
to
worried
add
about-
electric
Ain't none of
heating
y'all
and
cute
cooling
that's on
to your older home? If that's the case, then you're going to want to
It's
take
the
a look
ugly
at this
people.
new
Ain't nobody worried
system
about the
that
ugly
we
people.
just finished unboxing
Right,
called a
listen.
ductless mini split. Not only can it keep your home nice and cool and up to 120-degree weather, it's also going to keep your house warm all the way down to negative 20 degrees. But the benefits don't stop there because it also happens to be the most efficient system on the market, and you're going to be able to mount it on almost any place or in any space. And right now, as we head into fall, we have a special going on where you're able to get a brand
You
new
think
mini
somebody
split
that can afford
for
plastic
$0
surgery
down
sitting over
and
there
finance it
listening
with
to people
0%
like
interest
y'all,
financing,
worrying about
so you can spread out the cost of that system over time and not pay a single penny in interest. Click the link below if you'd like a little more information, and we'll text you over a few more details.
Really want to live. If I had money and I was trying to live a certain way, I wouldn't be worried about what these people say.
If you
Damn,
struggle
I
to hear in
wouldn't.
noisy places, then you need to see this. We're looking for 150 people aged 50 plus to try this virtually invisible hearing aid for free. Interested? Just answer a few short questions to see if you qualify. Tap the button below.
It's a courtesy I even take the time to listen to these.
That's a movie coming on.
Why don't we get on what the men be saying? Because the men is going to have to support these broke hoes that you be listening to. So let's listen to what the broke men got to say. Because they the ones that impregnated these broke ass hoes.
Ain't no man making no video.
But then I don't want to listen to it. If it's just women bitching. Because they all under 5s.
You think I'm leaving hungry? Not today. Y'all want to play with my benefit? I think I can't play with my mother. I'll be back next month when the car hits. Y'all better stock up.
Already now, you went for all that for a viral moment because clearly she did that to go viral. But you're going to keep going in these people's stores for a viral moment, and your ass is going to have a viral moment in damn jail. What's going on?
You say you don't want to hear it no more?
I don't want to hear no more ugly people.
What's going on,
Give us some
everybody?
pretty people.
Welcome or welcome back to another episode of Gay with Geach. I am your boy Geach, and as y'all see, I got some more food stamp foolishness for y'all. So without further ado, let's get back to this foolishness.
In 5 days.
Because I'm telling you, all the people that's complaining, if they can't afford food, how they gonna afford the best health care?
Oh no,
So you make
that
me
is
listen to
absolutely
ugly
not what we're going to do. She said it is the taxpayer's job to take care of her kids. Absolutely not. And it's crazy because we really have
somebody
people
need to
out
get
here
online and
with
be like,
flawed
"Shut up,
mentalities
ugly."
like that who think it's the
Shut up.
taxpayer's job to take
Everybody
care of their
listening to
kids. Newsflash. Us taxpayers, we were not in the room with you when you decided to lay on your back and spread your legs. So it's not our job to take care of your kids and feed your children. Now, I don't want anybody's kids to go without having anything to eat, but to think it's taxpayer's job to take care of your kids, you got life all the way jacked up.
If you're
See,
poor,
she
don't
ugly.
have kids, okay?
Why the
If you're
ugly
struggling,
people
don't
keep
have
going
kids.
on there?
Don't bring
Don't
more
do
in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have two, don't go having another one. If you have one, don't go having two more.
So
What
all
she said was
ugly
very
people.
valid. If you already have children that you can't take care of, why would you have more? That just don't make sense. But I get why you would have more, because you want more benefits. You want to stay.
It's not
a
just some
cycle.
saying they
It's
ugly
crazy.
by their beauty. They
They
ugly
say
by
2
their
million
lack
is
of
getting cut off
knowledge.
this month
Sounding
for
dumb.
the scam. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability check is on hold. My tax
Food stamps for the month of November. I bet y'all ain't talking about them leg quarters now, huh? I can already tell you, me and my family is already having a discussion about what the fuck we doing for Thanksgiving. Yeah. That bitch gonna look like a motherfucking birthday party from the motherfucking 85, bitch. It's gonna be hot dogs, leg quarters,
I don't want
Fox
that. That
juices,
stuff nasty.
and that's it. You get 6 bags of motherfucking leg quarters for $35. That'll feed the whole family. It ain't about to be no turkey, no ham, no dressing, no nothing. I'm telling you right now, I usually do all the cooking
Your
for my
family
family
won't
every
get no
Thanksgiving any
turkey
damn way.
because you should wait
But I can
for
tell you
food
right
stamps.
fucking now,
That's dumb.
it's not happening. And they don't even usually give me no goddamn food stamps. But I usually buy them. Or somebody else in the family usually gets them. So it's over. It's completely over. Because I can tell you right now, this Thanksgiving, me and my family gonna be in the living room dressed up sharper than a motherfucking razor, discussing on how the fuck we gonna pull a heist on some groceries. Yep. That's one thing niggas know how to do is survive, bitch. We ain't new to this, we true to this. So y'all let me know what y'all doing for Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, like she said, y'all go ahead and let us know. What are your plans for Thanksgiving this year? As she said, I guess it's no food stamps. They're gonna have to make do with what they have, and she's not gonna have the fancy, traditional Thanksgiving food, but it's hot dogs and hamburger. Hey, it's something. She got something to eat. Something. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know how y'all gonna manage this Thanksgiving. If you get food stamps.
I don't really care.
Any ideas?
literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything. So I told my husband, and he says to me, as I'm crying, and he says to me, well, maybe you'll lose some weight now.
I don't care about your stupid little feelings.
So, no food stamps on her card. She tells her husband, he says maybe you'll lose some weight now. Now, I don't know if this lady is trolling because the lady down at the bottom of the screen, she's about to really lay this lady out. So I don't really have to do too much in this video on this lady because she was in one of my last food stamp videos doing the most. She was another one that said the taxpayers deserve to take care of her kids. With that flawed mentality, absolutely not. So we're going to let this lady down here at the bottom go ahead and gag her real quick.
God, why did I vote for him if that was going to happen? I can't go get a job.
She said, I can't go get a job. You absolutely can go get a job. You are able-bodied. You are able to go to work. You can get you a job. I think that's the problem. So many people just want to be living a soft life and, depending on the taxpayers. No, you can get your ass up and go get you a job.
Is there anybody out there that can help me, please?
Well, what do we have here? Not the brunette sister of the Princess Bride albino crying about food stamps. I'm even going to skip past your husband's toxic energy. Talk about the fact you can't just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I did manage to go through this creator's account, and boy, honey, you are on TikTok a lot. There are so many reposts. You know what you could do with all that time if you stop being on TikTok? You probably get a job. What's crazy about this algorithm is that sometimes you end up on the wrong side of TikTok, and you weren't on our side of TikTok, but we were telling you Donald Trump does not care about poor people. Asking for help is wild. You have over 100,000 followers somehow on this account, so you're monetizing this content. You know what you're doing. This is actually giving exactly the people that Donald Trump wants to cut off, the people who want handouts. Meanwhile, there's immigrants and people that are working hard to contribute to this country, but no, you just want to be able to stay at home. You know what? I send you my concepts of thoughts and prayers, and I guess also concepts of food stamps. Also, dump your husband.
If you are naive enough to think that the pause to SNAP benefits on November 1st isn't going to affect you because you don't receive food stamps. So
this lady here, she's giving a different perspective on the food stamps. So what will essentially happen if and when they cut the food stamps on November 1st. We're going to let her provide a different perspective. I know a lot of people was like, oh yeah, good, let's cut food stamps off. They need to get up and go to work and stop being lazy, which that's a valid way of thinking as well. But let's just let her cook, and no pun intended as we're talking about food stamps, but let's let her cook and see what she has to say.
Let her cook.
I want you to hear this.
You
About
ain't gonna
1 in
cook.
8 Americans
How's it gonna
receive
cook
SNAP
if you ain't gonna
benefits.
cook
In
it?
fact, in Oklahoma, where I live, that's 1 in 6 people. So about 600,000 people in my state alone, Oklahoma, receive SNAP benefits. About 1 in 4 children in the U.S. receive SNAP benefits. But you're not one of those people, so you don't care. But hang with me. When those benefits go away, just about $9 billion in grocery spending vanishes. So you've got to be thinking about not just the grocery stores being able to stay open and pay their employees, but you have to think about the entire supply chain, trucks on the road, people who provide food to these grocery stores. $9 billion. Every dollar spent in SNAP benefits adds about $1.50 to $1.80 to the economy. So cutting those benefits isn't saving that dollar, it's taking away that $1.50 to your local economy. But you don't receive SNAP benefits, you don't work for a grocery store, you don't drive a truck, you don't give a shit. But when all of those things happen, the only way to combat that is to drastically increase the price of groceries. Grocery prices are already up over 3% in 2025 alone, which is almost an entire percentage higher than the average increase in grocery prices over the last 20 years. I thought they were supposed to go down day one, though. So even if SNAP benefits only pause for 1 month, which, by the way, would be detrimental to all the people I mentioned before that you don't give a shit about, it will cost the economy roughly $13 to $14 billion in profit. And you can expect your grocery prices in just that 1 month to go up at least 1%. And states will stand to lose about $300 to $500 million in sales tax revenue. So even if you do not receive SNAP benefits, you never have, you never will, you do not want these to be paused on them.
MAGA and all the Trump supporters, I would like for you to know and understand that for the month of November and probably December, there will be no SNAP benefits. Okay, there will be no EBT, there will be no food stamp benefits for the month of November. And with that being said, there will also be no Medicaid. And then, you know, I'm also hearing through the grapevine, hearing through the streets is talking, that military health care is down right now. And they can't explain why. Medicaid is down right now, and they can't explain why. And you know, for all the supporters out there, how many of you receive food stamps to feed your children? Next month will be Thanksgiving. They will be out of school for what, a week?
I know.
Your kids are gonna be out of school for a week with no food. You're gonna have a Thanksgiving with no food. How's that? And then all of the supporters who were in the military and were serving this big, beautiful country that you love, you won't be getting any health care next month. Oh, you probably are getting it now. I forgot. It's they don't know what's wrong with it, and they can't explain what's wrong with it, and they're not trying to get an update on where to do that. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Me, on the other hand, you know, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it because you know what? The way God covers me, we covered in the blood around these parts. So I believe not one of my children will be hungry. I believe not one of my children will be sick with any ailments, and they won't need to go to any doctors or anything like that. I believe that there will be no shortage of food in my house. And then get this. Wow, we supposed to be over here starving and can't get no motherfucking health care.
You wanna watch them up?
He just said Argentina.
I thought this was the content we were gonna talk about. This. We ain't looking at it.
20 billion with a B.
You want to just
we won't be able to go to the grocery store to get a.
That was what we were supposed to do tonight.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
That's the title of the live food stamp drama.
If you haven't heard by now, we are in a government shutdown.
Oh, there goes a guy.
And a lot of government services stop during a government shutdown. One of the biggest ones that people are worried about right now are the SNAP benefits that are going to come to an end at the end of October if nothing is done by November 1st. Which looks like probably there won't be. But the thing is, this end in SNAP benefits actually reveals a much bigger underlying problem of just how dependent businesses and people are on
Because they get on my nerves. We already know what they're talking about. Y'all know what they
Damn, y'all make a nigga get high.
I'm turning this YouTube shit off now. Bye, YouTube.